What is up, YouTube? Welcome to this Preacher video review. So, apologies I didn't do a video last week. I was actually in Italy on holiday, but I hope you enjoyed the content I put up instead. So, as usual, if you enjoyed the video, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. But welcome. Preacher is absolutely killing it this season. Each episode is absolutely amazing. And this episode is absolutely no exception. I really did enjoy this episode. Albeit it was a bit of a slower episode, but it did give us a lot more insight into the world of Preacher and just what is going on in the mysteries of all the subplots of this show. Now, there are actually quite a lot of subplots happening in this show. Of course, we've got Tulip's mystery background. We've also got the God mystery, Saint of Killers. We've got Jesse and Cassidy's weird kind of living arrangement at the moment with that French dude. And we have also got Hell. Now, one of the highlights of this and last episodes was easily Hell. And I love the fact that it is simply an underfunded bureaucracy and the fact that, well, it is not actually built for the capacity of evil people that they have. And I love the fact that Earth and humans end up being so evil that they absolutely overcrowd Hell. Now, one part of this I really did find funny was the fact that Brodus, I'm pretty sure in Hell we have the, I guess you could say, the Commandant or something. I'm trying to think of the head of a prison. Let me know in the comments if you know what the word I'm trying to say is. But we see her talking to Arseface, and it turns out that Arseface actually has to kind of be evil to fit in Hell. And I was kind of expecting her to say, oh, we'll send you back eventually. But no, she is in the weird kind of, well, he is now having to live in the communal part, which will give us more access to everything there. And interestingly as well, if you are a fan of Glow or WWE or even TNA, well, you will realise that I'm pretty sure that in Hell, the kind of second in command to the Commandant of Hell is actually Brodus Clay, one of the big characters in WWE a couple of years ago. So it's really weird to see him pop up in TV every now and then. But I loved him. I thought he was cool. So it's cool seeing him pop up in these shows. But Hell is interesting. Now, they are running a fine line with their portrayal of Hitler here. Now, having Hitler portrayed as this kind of person who you kind of feel sorry for, by the end of the episode, I actually sort of felt sorry for Hitler in some way because, well, Eugene, he has to turn on Hitler. He has to do this because he looks up at the camera and he has to really fit in. Otherwise, well, he goes in that solitary hole confinement thing. And, well, it won't look good for him, will it? Now, I want to know, and I want to learn why each of these characters actually are in Hell. Now, it's interesting we see a Neanderthal there with the fire on TV trying to hit it, trying to work out what's actually going on. We have what looks like a Japanese dude in the traditional hair. We have a woman in pearls, which I'm guessing, I would assume is some kind of murderer there or something like that. And I want to hopefully learn why every and each single character is actually in Hell. But I'm guessing we probably won't find out too soon. And I kind of think Hitler would have his own special wing. I kind of think he would be his own section, to be honest, of Hell. But he isn't. And, well, what I find really interesting, what really clicked with me here is that, you know, last season we had the flashbacks to the Saint of Killers and he is learning why he was where he was. It seems like, I'm not sure, but was he technically in Hell? I'm not too sure. But maybe I like to think that those flashbacks may have been that weird kind of projector. But thinking on it now, I think maybe he is obviously, that he had to be in that special grave and had to be resurrected. I kind of think that the angels wouldn't be able to get him out of Hell that easily. I don't know. But let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe it's me reading too much into things there or thinking too much. But it is awesome to have this Hell part, which is quite similar to the comics as well. And we have also got as well one of the greatest parts. So this show has given us some very, very cool scenes so far. I mean, we've had quite a lot of cool bits this season, especially with Mumbai Sky Tower, which I think is the best episode so far this season, just for one of the angels there as well. But what is really cool is we get the infomercial about Hurricane Katrina and what happened in the aftermath. And we've got Frankie Muniz in this. I was kind of hoping, I saw a preview on Screen Rant, saw the review of it. I saw the image that Frankie Muniz was in this episode. And I was really hoping that he wasn't just playing Frankie Muniz. I was hoping he was actually playing a proper character. But this leads us to God. And the best part of this episode was Cassidy and as well Jesse in the talent agent's office convincing the talent agent that they are producing for Game of Thrones, which I thought was hilarious. I love the fact that he mentions it and you get the kind of music. I'm not sure if it's the exact same music, but the music does kind of go off, some similar music. And I like how he negotiates all this and then goes, oh, I don't know where he is. So that was really funny there. And it does explain why God was found in New Orleans because, well, it's not God. This guy has... And what I thought was a very clever part was how God was actually... The actor was killed after he was told that it was an open-ended contract, and then he's sent to heaven. So really, really clever there. And I loved Jesse and Cassidy working out this mystery together. I thought it was really, really fun to watch, and it just goes to show how good and how amazing the core characters of this show are and the chemistry that they actually have. And one thing as well that reminded me the other day, I was watching on Amazon Prime, well, we actually got, in Warcraft movie, we had Dominic Cooper and Ruth Negga together in that movie, which I thought was really funny, because I completely forgot they were both in Warcraft together. So that's just a little side bit for you there. But it goes to show how well this chemistry actually works. And it's just like the comic book where they are grouped up together. They have a really, really kind of mutual interest in absolutely everything. Now, what I'm interested in, I hope we learn more is, or what I'm worried about is that we have too many evil characters. So obviously we had Jesse having the word of God. So he's got the word of God and he uses it again, but he uses it because he's scared and he wants to get Tulip back. But at the end, we see the Saint of Killers come back, and we know that he tracks him by using that. Now, we've also got Her Star, who is a villain from the comic books as well, who has a vested interest in the Grail and its use for the apocalypse. But now we've got seemingly 3 villains, but we've got Viktor, who is obviously Tulip's husband, which we find out at the end. Not really a reveal I really cared about. I didn't really like Tulip's subplot in this episode. It wasn't that enjoyable, but it does just set up for what is going forward and why she can't actually get married, because, you know, she's already married and no one else seemed to really hate her or be angry at her. They're just upset with her, except the daughter who spat at her, and was some really good acting by that kid there. Really, really good. But obviously this is all setting up for the next episode, and what I'm expecting is the Saint of Killers coming into this compound and absolutely wiping everyone out. So that's what I predict for the next episode, for everything to actually happen. But overall, I thought this was a really good episode, and it's interesting to see where these subplots are going. I'm not too sure where Eugene's story can actually go, to be honest. I mean, I'm not sure how it fits in with the whole part of this show, which is, you know, finding God and bringing him back to where he should actually be. However, what was interesting as well is that when Eugene's projector was fixed, he gives him a look, and I don't think everything in hell is actually going to plan. I think there's a lot more in hell that we are not seeing. I think there's a lot more to that story. However, we're just going to enjoy Hitler being beaten the shit out of, and I guess we're going to kind of feel sorry for Hitler, which I don't think is a good thing, but it's a testament to the writing staff of this show. And you know what? Just a really, really good episode. This whole season has been absolutely fantastic. And well, you know what? I'm going to carry on watching this. So that's it for this review. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. And goodbye.